formative assessments in Performance Matters are standards-based, and each question is individually aligned to grade level standards. As an intervention specialist, this enables me to easily identify areas of challenge for my students with disabilities. So, for example, the data from this year has shown that some of my students have trouble making inferences or using context clues to answer vocabulary-based questions. As a result, I've been able to provide targeted interventions in a small group setting to help students develop the skills they need to answer these types of questions. Performance Matters has also enabled me to track their progress over time to see if the interventions are effective and to see which students may need additional interventions or supports. When it comes to writing IEPs, Performance Matters data has been helpful in determining goals and objectives that my students may need. It has also been really helpful in giving me valuable data to use to show how my students are performing on specific skills in comparison.
Well, first I would use Performance Matters, and it's been a beneficial tool to help me drive instruction with students with disabilities. I looked at last year's checkpoints and I filtered out students with disabilities to see which standards we're stronger in and which standards students with disabilities have weaknesses. And then I developed an intervention curriculum to kind of support those standards. Now, what I did is they would be given independent 4-minute checkpoints with these standards and to see which kids still have weaknesses, and then I would work with them. Now, this would be after whole group instruction, collaborative small group instruction, and then that independent formative piece. These are flexible groups because obviously kids' needs change depending on the standard. So then that small group flexible grouping would be worked with during our intervention time that my co-partner and I would set up to work on these standards with these kids that still need the help. So in the small group, I would work on strategies and other things to help them answer these types of questions. After that intervention has occurred, usually there's a common assessment, standards-based common assessment that we can look at that data, and then it would spiral up to the next quarterly checkpoint where I could see if we have made any gains in those standards. When I compare the data from last year to this year, kids grew, on the quarterly checkpoints, they grew 5 to 12% overall. So Performance Matters has really helped, along with that, those formative checks along the way, has really helped me to drive instruction and to